how many people's problems am I solving? If I solve enough problems for enough people, I'm gonna make money. So I don't tell you, oh, I'm the funnels guy. In the marketing, it's fine, but to you and me, I don't give a shit about the title. You understand? So same way with you. Why am I sharing this? Watch this. All of this, there's 10 components, but the invisible thing that drives every single thing here is basically the big idea. Every single thing has to have a big idea. And essentially a big idea is a message that cuts through the clutter. So for example, my friend who did 30 mil last year, they don't call their agency offer how to start an agency. They call it how to start a billboard business, yeah? So it was weird, yeah, but whatever, it works.
Another one was good, was claim your online real estate.
There you go, claim your, so that's a hook that it cuts through everything else. Like when I launched funnels, when I launched Guru Funnels, it was called the GF Guru Funnels methodology, yeah? 7 steps Guru Funnels methodology. Everyone's like, what the hell is a Guru Funnels? And I'm like, let me tell you a secret. I failed with 101 things. Did you fail with all of this? Yeah. Do you know what I found out? And then I put a picture with all the gurus, yeah? Tim Ferriss, Gary Vee, every single person. And I said, what's the one thing they all have in common? They have funnels, but not just any funnels. They have guru funnels. And everyone's like, shit, yeah, those gurus. You understand? And then what I did is I explained the 7 steps. And it's a lot of work to do all 7 steps. At the end I said, hey, do you want my help done for you? 300 units, 10 grand, 3 million cash for me. My ad spend for that was probably less than, not even 100 G's. Because it was mainly all for my list. You understand? So, that was the good part. The bad part for that front end offer is I never replaced myself with a team so I could go out. What I'm trying to do, not trying, don't like that word, what I'm going to do inshallah this year with you is we're going to bang out these offers, funnels, WA certs, ecom, Etsy, Amazon, eBay, whatever, crypto bot, yeah? So let's just say 5 of these. We already have 2 in the works. So now, remember I said there's 10 parts to each one. Traffic, you choose one. If you start saying, oh yeah, let me do YouTube, TikTok, all this shit, the focus goes away. With all of these offers, you can scale to $1 million per month with 1 traffic source. So just stick with 1, okay? If you look at this, it shows YouTube converts much better than Facebook. That's fine, I know that, you know that. We can do that just a little bit later. Okay, so watch this. First thing is traffic, stick with 1. I'm giving you the 80-20, right? If you're watching this, 80-20. So first thing first, the traffic. What traffic source are we gonna use? In that traffic source, what's the core message that we're gonna say? How are we gonna say? Who are we gonna target? You need to be very clear. You understand? Who are they? Because then
sales brief that we set up.
Yeah.
So the main marketing.
The main
angle.
Yeah, the main marketing angle, and more important than just a marketing angle, to whom? You understand? There's a difference when I'm selling to someone who's 25 years old, like that doesn't have 10 grand, to someone who's 55 years old and they've got 250 grand. You see that? Okay. Second thing is ads. Okay, very simple. You find what are the messages that's working right now in the marketplace, and then you send it to the copywriter. You say, okay, here's the top 5 guys in our industry, and you should know who are the top 5 guys straight up. In our space, Ty Lopez, Grant Cardone, whoever they are. Okay, you know who those are. Ads. VSL, very simple. Out of all of this 80-20, for me, I have to record the VSL. Okay, now usually what I do is I have copywriter, Ronald, you, me, anyone, someone that creates the first version, and then I'll record the first version, iPhone or face to camera like this on a whiteboard, and then I'll make it sexy and pretty, put it on slides. Okay, then we try to get our sales. For me, an offer is validated when there's 3 sales. You get it? Until then, I'm not motivated to do anything.
Why are you willing to spend for those 3 sales? Or is it from your list first?
Ideally from my list, so I don't have to spend any money, and from my Facebook group. Okay, so that's why I'll just go hard, because I would love. Yeah. Well, usually here's how I've always launched my businesses. Yeah, I've done 10, now actually 11 different brands, product, services. Mashallah, all over $1 million each. Yeah, so it's not like this is random. I go to my list. I go to my existing customers, cold customers, old event leads, because those are super responsive people. Yeah, people that come to my live events, they're proven to spend the biggest money, 5, 10, 20, 50k, 100k, even more. Okay, and then the Facebook group, Facebook organic. So I want to get at least 3 sales up to 10 sales. Usually what that translates into is, if you're selling a 5k to 10k product, you should get the first 20k to 100k for free. Now, if it doesn't work, like let's just say this WA certs offer is fine, that means my list doesn't like it or whatever, you can just spend money. When you want to spend money, you're always looking for a 3 to 5x ROI, okay? In the beginning, you won't get that until it's dialed in. So for each campaign, 5 to 10k is a good starting point to spend, okay? Keep that in mind. VSL, sale is very simple. I make the sale, I record it, then it becomes a system for the guy, girl to follow. You understand? So for example, every single offer that you got listed here, all of these things needs to be systemized. The sale process is you write a Google Doc, explain what is the product. Sales guys do not give a shit about anything else other than trying to make money and get commission. And usually, okay, my sales guys, no offense to you guys, okay, but they usually make money and then they go and blow it. So then they're back to square one. The next one, they're like, oh shit, I need to make some sales. So they're hungry, you understand? But if you give them shit like customer service, if you give them too much things to do, their mind doesn't, because they're the most hungriest people, right? Whatever they kill, they eat. So it's not like they're gonna get paid any base salary. It's just commission only. So you have to make their job as easy, as painless as possible. Hey, the offer is 10 grand. Okay, what happens if someone doesn't have 10 grand? Okay, it's 1k times 12 months. Okay, maybe it's a 24-month payment plan, which we don't do, but whatever. You should already pre-think this. You understand? Okay, hey, there's objections. Hey man, the customer's saying all this bullshit. Okay, the customer has the money, but they don't understand if they buy this, are you going to support them for 6 months or a year? That's not the sales guy's job, that's your job. And keep this in mind. The better you get at marketing, the easier it is for sales. So your job is to make this entire sales process as easy as possible, to the point, you know, when they get on the phone, they're already sold. I remember when I was a newbie and I met Saj at that event, Scott Rewick's event. You remember that one? Okay? What's it called? Affiliate Millionaires Summit. There you go. 400 people there, yeah? I'm randomly sitting there and I tell him, hey man, you think, you know, I can get on stage? It's always my dream to get on stage. He's like, yeah. After break, just jump on. I'm like, oh shit, okay. And I jump on. I'm like speaking in front of 400 people. Remember that event? 400 people. At the end, I'm taking photos. It was amazing. Anyway, so at that event, yeah, Saj is sitting there and he shows me how he made 149 grand, 149,000, listen to this, 149 grand from 2 emails. And like for me at that time, bro, 50 grand was a lot of money. This guy showing me he sent 2 emails, made 149 grand. And 10 years ago, this was a lot of money, especially when I was starting out. And I'm like, how did you do this? He goes, you know what the secret is? Pre-selling. And I was like, what the hell is pre-selling? I didn't want to ask him what is pre-selling, bro, because I didn't want to look like a dumbass. But when he explained pre-selling, then when I went back and I learned from Joe Polish, all these other big name marketers, yeah, the sale happens before they even come on the webinar. You understand? The sale happens, you know when? When they see an ad, they've got pain, and they see an ad and someone has results. You understand, bro? When I was closing people on Clubhouse, 18k, 20k deals, yeah, non-stop. What did they see? They literally saw a picture of me with the ClickFunnels award. Then they heard me, but they already pre-sold because they're like, hey, who's this guy talking? And I can message him. He's telling me to message. Do you get it? Pre-selling. So sales, get your sales, the job of, to make your sales easy, pre-selling needs to be happening. If you guys are struggling if you are struggling with converting your leads into sales, you have an issue. You haven't done pre-selling, credibility, authority building, giving upfront value where there's goodwill. You understand? There's not enough know, like, and trust factor that's built in. There's no see what happens is if you give someone value and you teach them some shit, right? Like I'm teaching you, excuse my language by the way, I'm a little bit tired. But if you give someone value, unconsciously, they now start to know, like, and trust you, and they believe you, okay? Because they know this person has advanced me. Think about the connection that you have with Alex Hormozy. You've never even met the guy. But it's like every time you learn, you're like, yeah, wow, I'm like 21 years old, I'm learning from this guy, he's in his 30s, I'm like getting 10 years, I'm saving 10 years of my life. You get it? So this is why content marketing is key. So what are the content pieces that we need to create? Content pieces would go under ads. Under ads. Okay, so it's not just paid ads, it's organic ads. And the easiest one with content is this. Okay, listen to this. For example, we're gonna sell a certification course on a digital marketing agency. Okay, do 5 interviews with 5 experts. So I don't even have to talk, they do the talking. I just bring them on. Now it legitimizes my offer. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Second thing is 5 mistakes people make, or mistakes in general people make with their agency. And then how to. If I do those 5, yeah, that's 15 videos. That's more than enough. Just keep regurgitating those videos over and over again on social media. Cut them up, keep publishing them over and over again. You get it? Okay. Any questions on the top?
No.
Okay. Next, emails. Emails is very simple. Most people, most marketers, you guys included, okay, they'll probably email 3 to 7 follow-ups. I learned this from Perry Belcher, and he said, if you want to triple your income, write a 1-year sequence. I know guys like the Morrison brothers, yeah? When I thought I was cool, I had like 2-year sequence. But I meet them, they're telling me they've got 5 to 7 years of emails. I'm like, what the hell? So think about this. You go into the funnel, for the next 5 years, you're gonna get emails. Okay, very simple. The more emails you send, the more money you're gonna make. Mine is very simple. Minimum 30 to 45. Like honestly, that's just a bare minimum. Why? Takes 21 touches, yeah, to convert a lead. Okay, just keep that in mind. As my mentors taught me that 10 years ago. Now you can get 21 touches in 1 day because they see your TikTok, your YouTube, Instagram, so it's easier. But just to be on the safe side, 21 emails, expanding to 30, and then slowly to 45 to 60. With this offer, the WSA Certs offer, just have a goal of having 45 emails. Okay? And it's very simple. What could be those 45 emails? Old content, again, mistakes. They could be, you know those 15 videos on YouTube? Each email is going to go to one of those. Any questions on emails? Hurry.
What's the fastest way of doing it? Because I struggle to.
Yeah, that's because you're writing from scratch, okay? You will only struggle if you write things from scratch. I don't know what to write. Of course you don't know what to write because you don't have a template. You get it? So you go and get the 101 email swipe file, okay? By the way, the 101 email swipe file is in your members area. So go download that and you're gonna see there's 101 email swipes. Now you take those 101 email swipes and then you take 10 at a time or 5 at a time. You put it in a Google Doc and you start tweaking it. Okay, the simplest way that I do it, or I used to do it, is you find someone else's sequence and you just model after that, and that's your baseline. You get it? And then you just come up, and every email should lead with a story, have a pain point. Remember, pain is what gets people to take action, yeah? Emotion. Have a pain point, and then it's story, value, which is a pain point. Now the pain point leads to a valuable lesson and then the call to action. Okay? So listen to this. Story, value, CTA. Okay, done. Funnels. Funnels is simple. If it's a call funnel, it's opt-in, watch the thing, book a call. If it's a checkout funnel, which we have now, then we can have different processes. We have proven funnels. Okay, you guys have proven funnels already, but basically the funnels are easy, okay?
Reporting and optimizing, so.
Yeah, with the funnels, you also need to have a spreadsheet that tracks all of the data, okay? Like detailed, just like the one I sent you, okay? Offer, this is like, you know, out of all of this, the 80-20 is the VSL and the offer. So almost all the time I will come up with the offer. And the offer is very simple, okay? You have a 9 question checklist. Okay, so there's 9 questions. If you answer them, it will spit out a offer for you. Okay, I've given this to you guys. I broke it down. There's training videos. You can watch it. You can watch it. Whatever. So nine questions. What's the offer? What's the big promise? What's the guarantee? You know, all of this stuff, right? And then that slide. Remember the final slide? I told you, right? That's why when you start a webinar, you always start with the end in mind. Okay? Like Ray, he's been, how has your webinar finished? Haha, okay, good. Okay, but, okay. As soon as someone tells me, oh, I'm spending way too much time on my webinar, I already know it's because you start from the beginning. You never ever start from the beginning. It's always, all of your creative energy, I learned this from Jason Fladian. You start with the end, yeah? And you come up with the offer. So if you think about my offer now, when I look, and there's a very simple test. Would you be happy to send this to your friends and family? I would love to. Look at my one. It's $20,000, $120,000 value, $20,000 everyday price, COVID, pandemic, scholarship, whatever, okay? 5 or 10 bonuses, and it's only $6,000. So if it doesn't get you excited, why should it get someone else excited? Those are my little tests. Any offer, the psychological thing is, does it hurt for you to give it away? You understand? When you're making that offer, you must feel a certain pain, thinking, wow, that person is getting a one over on me. Like, even think about this. You think Alex Hormozzi, that's giving you all this good intel, he doesn't have anything? Of course, but he's playing the long game. Because he's thinking, if you now go and take my stuff and you make some money, in 5 years' time, you're going to go and pay him with equity in your business. Do you get it? So keep that in mind. Any question on offers?
No.
Most of the time, the first time you do an offer, you don't hit it. Okay? You're not that smart. I'm not that smart. You're not that smart. So you have to keep refining your offer over and over again. How do you refine it? You have to put people through. You understand? When I first launched, let's just say my last $1 million offer, mashallah, okay? That's my 11th business, by the way. 11th product service that I've scaled to over 7 figures, okay? So this one, VIP, okay? You know the first offer was, just give me 90 days and I'll coach you on a group setting. That was it. There wasn't like, oh, written out, you're gonna get all this shit, none of this stuff. Then I was like, okay, cool, now I'm getting more people coming in. Now some people are giving me resistance. Oh, I don't want just training. Do you get templates? I'm like, yeah, I'll give you done for you templates. And then I'm like, oh shit, if you don't, you know, some people, they don't make the money back in 90 days. Not that I have a money back guarantee, but I'm like, it's called a 90-day VIP accelerator. Some people just don't get results in 90 days because they don't do the work, they don't follow through. So I'm like, hey, to make this irresistible, what if I work with you for another 3 months? Actually, I'll work with you for another 9 months. So it's a 300% on your money. Oh shit, yeah, that makes sense. Do you see that? Before it was just you buy, you get Zoom call and Facebook access. Now you get Zoom call, Facebook access. Before it was, bro, once a week, live coaching. Now we do traffic coaching, copy coaching, funnels coaching, tech coaching, 4 or 5 classes a week. Do you see how I've ramped it up? But my first version was shit. Okay? A lot of you that are watching and listening to this, you're going to have this issue that you think it needs to be perfect. It just needs to be good enough for you to sell and get some cash so you can reinvest in paid traffic. That's it. Okay, any questions on offers? Harry?
No.
Okay, live events. I love live events. Why? It's the easiest way to take someone who's like a $500 to $5,000 client and transform them into get them to buy a $50,000 program. Why? Because real transformation tends to happen in person. The person gets breakthroughs, the person is much more committed, and the lifetime value of that buyer is much, much higher. Okay, if you want to succeed in a guru business, what we are in, selling courses and stuff, you need to add in some sort of live events. And forget anyone that tells you anything, okay? Just forget that. Who are the top 3 guys in our industry? Tony Robbins, Gary V, Brendan Bouchard, Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone does 200 to 250 million a year. Gary V does gazillions of dollars. Tony Robbins doing about 500 million from his info courses. Okay? Forget all these gurus and influencers that you know on social media. Just look at who is the best in the world and what do. They all have live events. Why? because you create community, you create trust, you give people a safe place for them to upgrade. Okay. And obviously, alhamdulillah, I have experience doing a ton of live events. So last 2 years, we didn't. Now that this COVID pandemic BS stuff is over, we are going back in live events. Make sure you guys grab your ticket as a shameless promo doing this training video. So very soon we're doing a Wealth Academy live event. Make sure you buy that, okay? So delivery, fulfillment. Now so this is very simple, okay? You usually have one person, that person runs the whole thing from delivery, fulfillment, and in this case, for example, for funnels, it's Reynolds. Title, Client Success Director. Now, if you're starting off, then you do it yourself. If you have the money, alhamdulillah, okay, then we go and hire all the best people. You understand? But the first version should be done internally with us, just to give the clients framework so they can get results. Again, Ismail, over here for the agency, you got to make sure that the clients are coming in and they can get results. Here's the sad fact. If they don't get a small win within the first 90 days, they quit and they chase the next shiny object. If you keep this in mind, then you only have 1 to 3 months to win them over. You understand? And if you win them over, and then you have a 10K and a 25K program, they're much more likely to upgrade to those. Okay, live events, team. Team is key, obviously, because team is running this. Okay. In my case, I'm giving you all of this stuff, and I'm telling you every single business product launch that you're going to do this year, which at least we're going to do minimum 5 this year, they all need to follow these 10 things wrapped up in one big idea. That's it. Okay, guys, that's my formula for building $1 million, $1 million to $10 million cash flowing info businesses. If you like this, give me some feedback in the Facebook group. Ismail, any questions?
That's all.
That's it. All right, guys. Mikey, wrap it up.
This is gonna make a sick video.
I clap for myself. Mikey.
Yeah, yo,